Okay, let's bring this baby home. I was a landlord who had a tenant, the same tenant for 12 years. Around year 10, she stopped paying rent. The world was in a pandemic, so the courts shut down. And the system said she had rights, tenant rights, to sit there in heat and water and comfort while I footed her bills for 1 year and a half. And then the world decided to try and right itself. The courts reopened and I, without a lawyer, filed for eviction. I won, all was fair, or some version of it, until September 8th, 2021, the day of the eviction. In short, my tenant mollywopped my ish. Her main weapon of choice, the damn water I was forced to keep on. And then there was the raw chicken and the pork chops and the 10s and 20s of raw sausage rolls she rolled down the vents, along with lard and yogurt and beans and mayo. Who even has that much mayo? Turns out I was better than blessed because my insurance policy covered it all. This is the finale. This is the 9-month journey it took to put my house back together. This is how the story ends. Hey Fab Fam, happy Sunday. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let's be glad and rejoice in it. Okay, y'all, for real though. I am so excited today. I'm excited because I'm on my way to the Maryland property. And I'm excited to discover where we are. The last time I was there was Monday. So I hadn't been there for like a whole 7 days. Wait, was it Monday? Yeah, it was Monday evening. And so I haven't been there for about a week. And so I'm just excited to see the progress that could have been made between then and now. Because y'all, this project is coming to a close. I'm excited that soon and very soon we're going to be able to get a whole full house reveal, and I can't wait to show you guys that. And I'm excited to get this house on the market and to see what comes next after that, to actually sell this baby. This whole journey, all that we've been through together, guys, y'all have been there with me when I opened up the doors and welcomed y'all in, because y'all didn't realize, because this house was never a narrative on this channel, but y'all didn't realize that even before I had this channel, that I had this investment property, that I was a self-managing landlord. I didn't have a property manager, that I would do all the things myself. I would do the home inspections, I would do the repairs, negotiate the repairs, coordinate the repairs, I would collect the rent monies, I would do all of the things myself. And for 12 years, for 10 years, I haven't had any issues with those things. The things that used to be frustrating with my journey as a landlord was just the simple stuff, like something breaks and you have to be responsive and you have to get it fixed ASAP. The only reason why that was frustrating for me is because I didn't have like a dedicated network system, like a handyman. That would have been easy if I would have had that. So I would definitely say, if you are going to be a self-managing landlord, just get your people in place. Get your people in place. That may be hard to find. Like, I would have people, but they weren't always reliable because that wasn't their full-time gig. That wasn't their full-time thing, right? And then the reason why I didn't invest a lot of time in securing a network is because honestly, the repairs were very infrequent. They weren't that, that frequent. But I just think that that could have made things, I'm trying to figure out what I want the scarf to do on my head. I figured that would have made things easier. That could make things easier so that when you get that call, you don't have to actually scramble around to find somebody to do the repairs. You actually have somebody that you could contact quickly. Other than that, I haven't had any issues being a landlord with my tenant. Guys, when this whole thing popped up, her not paying the rent in the pandemic and the moratoriums and all of that, that's when we opened the door and started discussing that on this channel. That's when y'all came in and y'all showed up and y'all showed out, for real. all of the advice. I so appreciate it. I haven't made videos during this process, while this process was going on, simply because I love to share it all. I am an oversharer because I do believe that there are wonderful, beautiful people out there who can use the information. I find that sometimes when I'm watching videos, sometimes they don't give me all the information that I need. Sometimes I walk away with more questions than answers. And so I never wanted to be that for anybody watching me. I wanted to give you all the answers that I could deliver, that I could give you from what I know, from my experience and from my knowledge base, without holding back. To release the videos before all of this would have been me holding back, because when it comes to the sale of the place, when it comes to marketing and promoting the place, this stuff can be on the internet and it could actually do more harm than good. Not that I'm doing anything wrong. Y'all know I'm here, but just perception. People are more fear-based than not. And so for somebody to run into the videos and be like, oh, wait a minute, that can actually mess up the art of negotiating. And the reason why I say it doesn't matter if the information is out there or not after the fact, after, humans get out of their way, is because I am doing and have done everything to remedy anything that could be wrong with this property. I have went through this property at least once a week, sometimes twice or 3 times a week, depending. And when I go through this property, I'm not only going through it with my eyes, I invite the eyes of my friends. They have been going through it. We are smelling, we are sniffing, we are examining, we are monitoring, we are asking questions the whole way through. There was a part of the house where every time I walk past it, I can smell like a urine smell. And so I keep bringing it up, and then they fixed that issue and they alleviated that issue to my satisfaction. I have been going through this house as if this house is going to be mine forever. I have gone through this house as if this was the house that I would buy one day, and I don't want underlying issues. I can say with all integrity, with all honesty, that we got at the underlying issues. And I know that can't be said for the majority of properties out there, because what properties do you know that have been on the market but have been torn down to the studs? I know what's in the walls of this property. I know what's in the walls. I was there before the walls went up. I was there the day after the walls went up. You know what I mean? So I know what is buried in the walls of this property. And you know what's buried in the walls of this property? Love, prayers, amazing intention. Literally, we prayed through this house. We just really, y'all know how I am. We did the thing with this house, okay? And so I can say that it's not that I didn't want to reveal videos because I was afraid of revealing anything, but it's because I wanted to share everything, and I didn't want the sharing of those things to interfere with what comes next. But I am so proud of the work we have done and the work we are doing on this property, for real. We did not half it. We did not try to hide anything. And I know, because the next door neighbors bought a property that after they paid a lot of money for it, they started discovering underlying issues. No. Everything as simple as when I walk up the stairs, this step creaks a little too much for my liking. What can we do about it? And because I had a great working relationship with the project manager, he was fixing those things. Though to fix those things wasn't in the contract, but it was like, oh, we can do this. We can put a metal plate here. We can reinforce these steps. So we have reinforced steps. That wasn't a deal breaker, and it wasn't anything that anybody had to fix. But just for me to know that we're giving this place the best we could give this place, he reinforced those things for me. He fixed those things for me. And the new owner gets to be the benefactor of that. Even though we put carpet on top of it. You see what I'm saying? We could have easily put carpet on something and it's hidden. But nah. I just did the best. I did the best that I could with this property, for real. And so today is the day that I'm going over there, not only to see where we are now, because I got a whole checklist. I got a checklist of the things that still need to be done on my side as well as the contractor side. And then I also have a list of things that I need to do by the second. Like, for instance, I'm leaving Home Depot. I just went to Home Depot, picked up a bunch of stuff, and now I'm going to go there and I'm going to work on those things that I'm going to be doing on the Sunday, because they don't work there on the weekend. So this is exciting. And I'm meeting one of the agents that I've interviewed. I've been interviewing agents. I don't know if I told you guys that. I'm not sure what I told you guys, but I had so many thought patterns with this house. Some of the pattern is, y'all know, on this journey, I have been doing all the things myself. From the eviction, remember, property management, the eviction. I didn't hire a lawyer. I hired a lawyer for pieces of things that I wanted, but I did all of the other work. I filed, I went to court, I did all of the things myself. And now even down to the overseeing of putting this house back together, right? So with that, I was like, girl, you can sell this house yourself. You can sell this house yourself. Why not? You've been doing it all. Just continue to party. So I was going to go down that path. But honestly, I just really don't have the time or bandwidth to go down that path. Some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I did get my real estate license in the past. I did have a real estate license, and it went inactive. I let it go inactive because honestly, it was more money to have a real estate license, like a good $2,000 a year, just keeping up your membership fees, keeping up your dues and all of that stuff. And I wasn't practicing, nor did I ever have any intention to practice. So therefore I just let it go inactive. So with that saying, I could have had some resources to help me with the whole real estate journey. Y'all know I have a friend who's also a real estate agent, but really, I haven't been asking my friends for anything, for real. All my friends who have been doing things with me and helping me, they have actually offered and volunteered. And so therefore, if you didn't offer a volunteer, I wasn't bringing this to you. I really wasn't. And it's okay. It's okay. So in the meantime, I've been interviewing agents because there's a few things I want. I want somebody who's full-time agent. Like, this is what they do, that they won't have like scheduling conflicts. I want somebody who is close to the property, because right now I'm not close to the property. I'm an hour and a half out from the property, one way, hour and a half, right? So that's 3 hours just traveling, just commuting to and from the property. Then I wanted somebody obviously competent in what they do, love what they do, good at what they do, just really sent to me. I want the universe to align who I work with for this process. I also wanted somebody flexible. I want to negotiate because I do have some offers. Like, for instance, $350,000. That's an offer I already have on the table, of 2 people actually wanting to buy the house for that price. Almost like for sale by owner, right? For sale by owner, that's the price, and that's what I will walk away with, not having to pay anybody a commission. So therefore, it's important to me that whoever I hire can negotiate this commission, because if I can sell it for $350, but then you turn around and sell it for $350, I don't want to pay 6%. 6% would be 3% for the buyer's agent, 3% for the seller's agent, right? Typically, it's all negotiable. So that's how I feel about that. So the agents who I have spoken to so far, they have been open to that. If it sells for $350, I'm all complicated. I had it like this: $350 to $359, 4%. $360 to $369, 5%, and anything above $370 would be the full 6%. One of the agents that I talked to right now, she says on top of the 6%, what also comes out of that is all of the marketing materials, which is dope, which is also typical. But her marketing materials included, of course, the professional pictures being taken of the property, as well as the 3D video for the property. I like that. I like that. And then she already, I haven't hired her yet. I haven't signed into any contracts or agreements with her, but she's already sent me her marketing plan, her marketing analysis, her coming soon plan, her strategies, what she thinks we should list it at, her reasonings behind that. And we actually have some very similar thoughts. If you list it at a nice competitive rate, meaning like, let's say like if the house can sell for $370, I wouldn't list it for $370. I would list it for under $370, simply because that will get more people in the door. A lot of times what drives up price is competition. So if you get people in the door and people see people coming in and out of the door, a lot of times they will put in a higher offer because they want to win. This house is going to be brand new. We talked about the strategy of possibly staging a house. We don't think it's necessary for two reasons. Well, actually, I don't think it's necessary. I don't know what she thinks. Because she hasn't seen the property in person yet. But I don't think it's necessary simply because everything in that place is going to be brand new. That's going to speak for itself. We don't need to stage anything. We don't need to put no furniture in anything, especially furniture that may not be brand new, could detract from the brand newness of all the things, right? And two, the spaces are big. The rooms are not tiny rooms. Sometimes you want to stage something because you want to show, okay, I know this room looked like a closet, but guess what? Look, it really can get a whole bed in it. It really can get this in it. It really can have a crib and a this and a that. That's not necessary because all four of those rooms are very sizable. They're nice sizes. All the rooms are. So I don't think staging is going to be necessary. And I'm not down for just doing the most for no good reason. We talked about the price point. She had the same price point I had that I was going to list it at. But when she comes out here, we're going to see if her idea of the price point changes. Because I was just going with the price point off a gut feeling and not even off of this is why, you know. This is what the numbers say. This is what the statistics say. I don't have that. But she's been sending me statistics. I talked to her about the fact that interest rates have gone up. And with that, I understand that the market is going to change. She told me that in that county, she hasn't seen a change yet in that county. What she has seen is that houses houses are starting to sit on the market longer. Typically, they've been on the market for 3 to 5 days. Now it may go all the way up to 10 days. That's what she's seen. But she hasn't seen a change in price. She hasn't seen a change in any of that stuff. So that was good. She was saying that in her strategy, and I'm not going to give all her tips and tricks away, but these are some things that I had thought about as well, that she likes to list it on a Wednesday. On a Wednesday. Because then that gives just that right amount of a window for people to hurry up and get in there by the weekend. You know what I'm saying? And usually people are off around the weekend, so you have more people available. Whereas if you list it on a Monday, the house may be on the market a little too long because sometimes people can't really make it out till the weekend to do their main shopping around and looking around. And so with that being said, she will hold her open house on a weekend. Now here's the thing. I'm about to go on vacation, y'all. Wouldn't it be dope if all of this stuff, I don't even know if this is even possible. I don't even think it's possible. If all of this stuff was finished by the time I went on vacation, by the time I came back, we was signing a contract, we was entering into a contract. I think that would be nice, but I don't even know if that's really possible, honestly. Simply because the house ain't done yet. I know the house ain't done yet, because if it was done yet, I would have heard something from the builders. But we still have to have inspections. My mortgage company has to come through and inspect, as well as the insurance company. So none of the inspections have been done. A lot of times they inspect when the house is about 75% complete, and then therefore they'll release more money. But the contracting company that I'm using, they are going to wait till they're finished and then get the inspection, and then they'll get the rest of their money. So that works for me, because normally
or not normally, but another option would have been at 75%, they get an inspection and more money is released to them. So what I like about that is they're showing they're not desperate or hard up for money to continue this project. So that has been pretty dope. For me, money has not been an issue, honestly. I'm able to go to and from the stores and buy things as needed, and I haven't had to like penny pinch or really watch my bottom line, because I haven't even been spending anything from a savings account up at this point. Everything I have been spending has been from cushions that I've been leaving in my checking account. So even though I had saved up money at the beginning of this process in my savings account to help me, I haven't had to tap into any of it. So that is pretty dope. I'm happy. I'm excited. So I think that's enough for now. I talked to y'all enough. Next stop, we're going to see the house. I don't know if it's going to be in this video or if it's going to be in the next video. Until that video or a video or the next video, talk to y'all later. Bye.